Hi, I'm Theresa, and this is my channel, Theresa's Healing Corner, my corner of the internet to heal and heal others, a community to share tips, tools, and techniques so that we can more comfortably walk this earth as our authentic selves. If you are tuning back in, hi, welcome back. Today we are doing July monthly rose reading. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Theresa. I am a psychic intuitive healer, and that's my degree from psychic school. And I move energy out of the auric field, blocks, obstacles, outdated belief patterns that can get stuck in your aura, can have an impact on your 3D body, on your vessel. So I help to move energy out of your aura so that you can come into a more harmonious vibration with your body. I do many things on my channel, from daily rose healings, twin flame content. Yeah, and today we're doing chakra healings every week. Today we are doing a rose reading for the month of July to clear the energy that needs to be cleared so that we can have the best July ever, and to kind of get a sense by clearing the energy what could be coming up for us in the month of July. A little note about energy and healing energy. Online energy is energy. When it finds you, that is the right time. And to claim the healing, all you need to do is say, when I get to the healing portion, is say your correct date and your correct age to receive the healing. If you are coming back and you have not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Definitely please like the video if you end up liking the video. If you think it can help someone else, go ahead and share it, and comment if something came up for you. I'd love to know what's coming up for you. All right. Let's hop right into this rose reading for the month of July coming up. I'm tuned into the collective, bringing up the image of a rose, and I'm pouring in the essence of the month of July 2024. And again, energy is energy. If you are listening to this on any other date for any other month, that just means that those messages were meant for you when you found them and not right now. So yes, this can be applied to anything, even though the focus is July 2024. Okay, pouring the essence for the collective into the rose. Wow. So I'm seeing, as the essence is pouring in, I'm seeing the rose descend down, come down, and firmly like plant itself into the ground. I've never seen that before. It usually just appears right in front of me. Let's see here. So I'm seeing like a periwinkle, almost bordering on lavender purple, but periwinkle blue rose. It's very fascinating. The petals of this rose are glass. I'm like, I can hear tink, tink, tink. I'm like clicking on it. Wow. I'm getting very like Cinderella from this, like Cinderella, her dress, her glass slippers. Interesting. Okay, so Spirit, what is the frequency of this periwinkle color signify for the month of July for the collective? I'm hearing persistence. And then I want to get in a sense of, what is this glass? So the glass is like periwinkled color. I'm hearing transparency. And this is really, I just want to make an emphasis on like how thick these petals are and how thick this glass is, which is interesting. I'm hearing magnifying. So I'm hearing that there's going to be a persistence to putting like a magnifying glass towards transparency. I'm hearing in all areas of your life, but I'm hearing specifically in romance. That's so interesting. Like, I just keep seeing the image of this magnifying glass, like, on the transparency. Like, illuminated is the word I just heard. I just heard Spirit say, be ready to get some clarity. The rose is open around 60%. Okay, Spirit is asking me to move on to the hip of this rose for the month of July. And Spirit just brought me right back up and said if romance is not resonating with you, that this also applies to relationships. I'm hearing familial relationships, working relationships, even relationships with children for some people. But again, I just saw that magnifying glass. There's going to be attention to detail when it comes to being transparent in relationships. And I'm hearing because what it's doing is, and this is tying back into the frequency of the color and persistence, because there's honesty and there's truth that is going to be finally coming out. Okay, just had to say that. Coming back to the hip of this rose. So fast. So there's like these garlands of baby's breath hanging around the hip of the rose. And the hip of the rose itself is almost lemon shaped. So the lemon sideways with the points on this side. And then it's colored. It's like a bright green in the center with like red, pinkish on the outside. So there's a lot going on here in the hip of this rose. Let's take a look here. Okay, Spirit is saying to start with the baby's breath. What does the baby's breath have to do here? Showing up in the hip of the rose, which has to do with our body connecting to spirit and spirit connecting to our body. When it comes to this truth of transparency. I'm hearing that this baby's breath has to do with things that you're finally ready to speak about, that are actually going to be said and are not just going to be thoughts in your head that you wish you could say, that these are going to be spoken finally. And I'm getting the sense with the hip of the rose being the shape of a lemon that there is what needs to be let go specifically for us that's going to be coming up is expectations of the outcome of what you're finally ready to share and the truth that you're finally ready to share. That there is a little bit of holding on to the expectation of how someone is going to respond or to react to your truth, and that expectation needs to be let go. In fact, control of how another person is going to respond or react to your truth that you're finally ready to share, that I'm so excited for you, because it finally gives transparency. It finally gives both of you, whatever relationship it is, where you're both coming from. And to expect something from someone like that is just I just heard almighty. It's too big. It's out of your control. Release control here. Release control, or you are going to be disappointed and it will be bittersweet. It'll be sour like the lemon. Your spirit is very proud of you coming in, saying, with representing this baby's breath, saying that like what has been thoughts will be spoken and it will be your truth. Taking a look at the stem of the rose for the month of July. Interesting. So it's like a piece of construction paper that is like folded around and spun, like rolled up very tight. I don't know, it's weird. It's tight and loose at the same time. So it's like tight at the bottom where it collects, and then it's loose more towards the top near the hip. So, spirit. And it's like construction paper. It's a little, like the texture is like smooth, but a little rough. Like construction paper. It's weird. There's this gap between the hip and the left side of this stem. All right, so I'm just asking the spirit of the collective, what does this gap have to do here? It has to do with that holding on to control, that it is related to some distorted feminine energy. Okay, I'm asking if there's anything more Spirit wants me to share about that, and Spirit is asking me to move on. Okay, getting to what is the what do we need to know about this this paper stem going on here? I just heard the words cherishing and worship. Yeah. So there's a, let me just, I just want to be very clear here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just keep asking, is this have to do with like cherishing relationship over worship in Spirit saying no, it has something, just pause and let it come to me below my matching pictures. Okay, so this has to do with how we cherish and how we worship our bodies. And in fact, I'm hearing Spirit say not a lot of you worship your own body. There is a little bit of cherishing your body, I'm hearing, just because your body is what gets you around through the world. But there is an invitation and an opportunity to come into a place of worshiping your body. I'm hearing from a place of wholeness of yourself, and not in a way that objectifies you. Spirit saying we're not here to objectify ourselves. There's a difference between that and worshiping your body. And how it relates to this paper, construction paper stem, is what Spirit is saying, is that like, Spirit is saying, think of it as like you're at a kindergartner's place of cherishing and worshiping your body. And I'm seeing like a kid taking staples and stapling this stem together. And what we are going to be healing today is leveling up how we cherish and worship our bodies, instead of seeing it from a juvenile point of view, coming into a more mature way of truly cherishing and worshiping our bodies. Okay. Taking a look at the grounding for the month of July. I just saw the image of lava and very like, I'm hearing fertile sulfur in the soil before I even look at the roots. I'm hearing creativity is flourishing. When you come into that mature state, the creativity is flourishing. Because this lava is coming through and it's melting away criticism and doubt. So looking at the root system beyond this topsoil. As I'm seeing it like spiral down in these like vine type ways, but towards the top there's these clovers all throughout. The clovers are representing a knowing that in July, if you are working with grounding or curious about grounding, that you will soon come into a knowing of what it feels like to be grounded truly and what it feels like to be ungrounded. That will be coming up for you big time. And these vines reach down. Wow. So these vines spiraled down and then it turned into this like sequence technicolored octopus tentacles that just like swoop together and then shot down into a taproot. It was very multicolored. It was so pretty. Okay, Spirit's asked me to look up into the sky for the month of July. What am I seeing? I'm seeing the moon right over the rose. It's shining through. Yeah. I don't know if these, whatever conversations you're going to be having, I don't know if they're going to be happening at night or in the moonlight, but that if they are, just know that moonlight is coming in and creating this beautiful illumination on the rose. It's refracting on the glass and just creating this like light all the way around it. Very healing, very aiding. It's interesting because the moon in the tarot can represent illusions. And the moon is coming through saying that, like, this ain't a tarot reading. I'm actually helping to illuminate the truth. It's so funny. I'm also seeing an owl in the sky. So I'm going to ask the owl if it has a message for us. Well, so when I see owls, I think gray aliens. So it's like the grays are there, but they're wearing that owl mask, right? Because I just asked, I was like, do the owls have any messages for us? And I heard no. And I took the mask off. Now I'm seeing the owl very strong. And And I'm asking the Greys outright. I just took their mask off and I just like, hi, I know it's you guys. And what? These are actually like green Greys. What messages do you have for us in the month of July? Do you have something for us? Well, sorry, they're just like shy and a little embarrassed that I took their mask off. They were like, we just wanted to be a totem. We just wanted to be an owl. So, sorry. So, owl as the totem, I'll respect you and your boundaries. As the totem, do you have any messages for the collective? Just hearing higher knowing and wisdom that moon gazing, spending some time with the moon before we get to the new moon. Moon gazing will bring you the knowledge and the wisdom. Okay. Okay. I just asked, are we ready to heal this? I heard no. Spirit, what else is there for us to look at? All right. The moon has another message for us. What's going on here, moon? Okay. This is the second time the moon has come through and said this. So I'm going to have to go do this and do my due diligence. The moon is asking for us to sing to her. She wants to be sung to. She wants our vocal vibrations. She says she wants some healing. So, okay. So in the month of July, if we can give some extra love to the moon through singing to it or meditating. Okay. Are we ready to heal this? Okay. I'm bringing this rose over to be healed, sending a grounding cord to the center of the earth. Okay. I'm asking for this rose. If you are claiming this healing on any other day than July or June or any day to receive this healing and the messages and clearing the blocks that are in this healing, just go ahead and say your current age and your current date while I heal this. And I ask for this to be healed on today's date. For the collective, 100%. Okay. Yeah, there's some stuff we were holding on to a little bit. The lava was coming through to clear it. And then it was starting to get stuck kind of by the soil, which is interesting. And then it just shooped, and then it just shot right down the grounding. Waiting for a healed rose to come in its place. Okay, and a beautiful white blossoming, flourishing rose came in its place. Yeah, thank you so much. That was a rose reading for July. If you like the video, please go ahead and like it. If you're digging the content, go ahead and subscribe. If you got something to say, go ahead and leave a comment. I'd be very interested of what come up for you. And if you think this might help someone else, go ahead and share it. And thank you. That's going to be very helpful for me, and I'll see you on the next one.